that move, but that was a good, well-timed defensive play. Vichy playing very well. Going to be hard for the world champion to break through Black's defenses at this moment.
Now he's played this move Queen B2.
You might want to play C4 and discover D5 on a good day.
Instantly A5, and
well,
that
then
wasn't
C4.
my choice.
I'll play C4.
Yeah, instantly.
Instead, knight E1 by Magnus. So he might be preparing to kick that knight out of dodge at some point.
B5 came very quick. Well, F3, knight takes E3, and I can cement the knight with
F4, right? So you can't play Queen D2, you just have F4.
Well, I'm not sure because
Black might be doing quite well here. It seems like Black is quicker, and White will have to really compromise his pawn structure to try to get this F3 in. I'm not sure. Knight C2, F3, but then
the knight can always go back,
to
F6.
back to F6,
I mean,
and you
no
still
biggie.
can't play E4. You still can't play E4, whereas Black can play B4, can play Rook B8, or...
Well, the big question for me, guys, is whether F2, F3 is playable, because...
You mean right now?
Right now.
Well, just say knight F6 after, let's say you can't
and
take
he's
it.
played bishop C2. His knight on E1 is kind of in a hospital.
So
world
trying
champion,
to go to D3.
And maybe to C5 to
I like bishop A6 and B4.
I like B4 right away with the same concept, Eric. I'm with you. Bishop A6.
And B4 was played.
This
Quick
is
takes
looking
on B4
good.
by
I mean, it's just way quicker for Black. Rook B8, bishop
A6.
No. I like bishop A6 followed by rook H8 B8. Get everybody into the party over there.
But that's not what happened. He just took back on B4, and now after bishop B3, there's still some partying to be had.
For sure, this is good for Black as whether
Yes.
he executes it properly. But this is
because we can double on the
tables have turned a bit.
We can double on the A file eventually. No, he's chose this moment to go back with knight F6, eyeing that juicy C3 square. We can't allow knight E4 and knight C3.
I think we're going to have to compromise our pawn structure with F3,
Yes.
but then bishop
bishop A6 and E3 is falling.
Extremely tender.
So Magnus chose another move. I think he
Rook
just played
C.
rook C2. But now after knight E4, is he planning just to sack the exchange?
Absolutely.
Knight E4, knight C3.
Knight E4 happened, and now it looks like he played knight D3, and we do have an exchange.
He wants to give up the
knight
exchange
C3.
and put a knight on E5, and
That will be good compensation because that knight is pretty awesome looking on that outstanding E5 square.
reminds me.
Can we break open position first with F4 and try to play bishop F5?
You're giving up lots of pawns
I
for
know. Bishop A6.
You can do it. You can do it. I'm just not sure.
bishop
will do
A6.
it.
I think I would just plant that knight in the middle of the board here.
I like
knight E5.
I really like what Magnus has done. He did this against Kramnik when he got
Queen
attacked as well.
C5?
But he chose queen
That's
C5.
a terrible
Just
move.
bishop D3, queen C5, and that pawn on C5 is going to fall.
Oh
That
my
seems horrible.
goodness, what a terrible strategic decision. Queen
He just blundered. He
C5
forgot bishop D3 was a check.
was a check.
That's what he blundered.
So now
this is
it's
a
all
horrible endgame with that bishop on
No,
D3.
and
Magnus-
F4
this
and
is a losing
Vichy.
endgame.
Yes, Vichy is
He's
just
going to convert this.
He is. He
What
thought
a
he had a
mistake.
pleasant choice between sticking a knight on C5 and E5. He
Yeah,
just forgot about that in-between move.
now. Oh, I'm surprised. Rook B4, Rook B5, and just take that C5
he
pawn
just
off the
moved-
board.
He's bringing the king in. I guess you could even play king.
King D4, right?
Yeah, king to D4.
Okay, didn't I see what you're saying? Didn't compromise.
Well, the position is so bad that
So
there's a lot
bad.
of ways to play.
So bad. Oh, excellent.
And now
Oh.
we're also cutting off the king. I mean, Magnus is going down. We thought he was going to go
Magnus
down
is
last
going
round.
down, and he was making a comeback.
Well, as you say, don't count the chickens. They haven't hatched yet.
What are you going
But
to do?
this is much more hatchable than
This is-
last round. Last
Okay,
round, that's when we saw there was always going to be counterplay.
Vichy is playing really well. You can't play King B2 because of D4.
Now he's
And
bringing his rook back to A8. He's ready to go rook E8 and bring the other rook into the fray. And that's going to get ugly once we bring in a second rook. That's why Magnus quickly played rook E3. But after rook A5...
I just want to go H4, pardon me. I just want to go H5, H4.
Right, that is what Vichy is exactly what he's setting up to do with this move, rook H3, and he's played it.
Yeah.
And now he's traded
Break
off a
up the
pair of
team.
rooks, and he gets to win C5.
Exactly. And then it's two connected pass pawns and rook versus bishop.
We'll
And
see
that's
a
what we see on the
resignation
board.
soon.
Yeah, very nice.
And now we're just winning
Really
these
beautiful
pawns.
play. Just really beautiful play by Vichy.
Yeah, I mean, we are waiting.
To be fair, it was a pretty easy conversion after that blunder.
Queen C5 was just horrendous. Horrendous move by the world champion.
Can you say somebody makes a move too quickly in Blitz? Don't be so
Maybe
fast, Magnus.
he might have been playing quicker because last game he was a bit slow. I'm not sure.
So we often say rooks belong behind pass pawns, but in this particular situation, it's nice to have the rook on the 8th rank, controlling both the H and A pawns.
By the way, funny enough, I was in person when Anand beat Magnus in a rook and bishop endgame in the World Blitz Championship 2014, and Magnus blundered completely there. It's a very popular video on YouTube, but it was kind of similar to this.
And it looks like
why did he have to play C3 and not D4? I'm not 100% sure I like this conversion technique. This didn't...
Yeah, sir, I don't think this is winning because you're going to pick up the pawn on... There's no way to...
The game has finished.
Has it been a draw or
No,
what?
I can't imagine it's...
It's a draw.
It's a draw, has been agreed.
Wait, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, because he's winning, he's just losing D5.
So we got to
After
this...
king coming to D4 and B6.
We got to this position after
Yikes.
A6. For some reason,
oh my God.
C3 was played. I have no idea why he played C3.
He probably forgot that after A7 he was going to have to
Magnus can say
immediately go after that board.
I mean, it's all breaking beautifully.
But let's go over to Caruana. But that was a absolute master save by Magnus. Brutal.
And
even bigger, much bigger.
Well, I'm not going to speak anymore that somebody's going to win because if it didn't happen this game,
that was horrendous.
Any position.
And let's take a look at Fabiano Caruana versus Nakamura.
We have it, and the last move was G4.
I like it. Trying to play G5.
The big weakness here is the D5 pawn. White has basically trained 4
so H6
units
should be played pretty quickly, or no? Oh, okay.
Against that pawn, and
Rook C5.
So now
the intent had been G5, but that would only chase the knight to the E4 square.
And then G5 would be hanging. That's the idea with Rook C5. Then you have
exactly.
Rook G5. So maybe
H4, which was played.
Slowly improving the position.
Rook C8.
Fabiano's looking for revenge after yesterday's very sharp game.
He has forced the knight. I'm thinking the queen needs to come to D4, so I
you
want to
play
get...
Rook D7?
I'm thinking maybe Rook D... Well, I was going to go Rook D2 to C2, pinning the bishop because of this Queen D4 check, but Rook D7 was
I guess you maybe want to play Queen D4, Queen F6, and maybe take that bishop on C4.
Well, bishop takes A2 is the question.
Well, then just Queen D4?
Oh, Queen D4 check.
And you have some tactical issues, because I can take and play Rook D8.
Very good, exactly. And in fact, that's what he's set up now. He's set up to do. And now the question is, can we
but
get in
Nakamura doesn't fall
rooks?
for those, unfortunately.
Rook C4 was not played.
Bishop
Rook D1,
E6.
Bishop E6.
Can you
20
take
seconds left in the clocks, guys. And here we go. And we do see the position now. The clock's going down for
Ticking
Nakamura.
down 14
for Caruana,
seconds.
rather.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
He's got only 10 seconds
and
left on the board.
Don't forget, he lost an earlier game on time. And
he can take on F7 here. That's a
he
tactic.
He did.
An F7,
He
And
did.
then Queen D7, take C8, and just play this endgame up a pawn, very weak pawn on E4.
Nice
and a lot
one
less,
by Fabi,
King
and
takes
Nakamura
check.
playing King D7, trying to play as quickly as
And
possible,
Queen takes
taking
A2.
on
Well,
A2.
This is a very good endgame.
Rook D8.
Threatening back rank, threatening mates around Black's king.
Indeed, but Fabi's just played a solid move. Queen to H8, C3. He's trying to play Rook H8. Trying to play Rook H8 and get after that pawn on A7. We got to be
There's
careful.
a Queen G4 check in the position. Be careful, Jen. There's a Queen
King
G4
H2 is a very good move, by the way.
which was
H2,
played.
yeah.
Queen F5.
And now F4 is what the engine says was dead winning.
Queen C4 check instead was played, and now he's had to bring back his rook and Queen
This
F5
isn't so
check.
fair. You just play Queen F5 and you're constantly threatening these checks.
Well,
That's
he just
right.
needs to, after the...
Will he play for a win like he did against Wesley, or
And,
take a draw? Oh, wow. What square
The
is
king's
that queen
coming
on?
to G3. It's on
Yeah.
C5.
King went to G3. Queen E6. We saw Hikaru
And now
Nakamura
we saw the trade
gambling.
here. And we saw a trade, and now 10 seconds left on the clock. They've built up some time, but even...
It looks like it's heading to a draw.
Look at how you play so quickly.
Nakamura is definitely faster than Fabiano.
No question about it. Rook G5 and this E-pawn. Can this E-pawn go at the board? E5, look at the... Ooh.
Fabiano getting dangerously low on time, but now he's ready to put his king into F6.
Exactly.
But first he's played Rook A7. Nakamura is stopping to think for the first time in several moves.
H5. Well,
H5
that's an en
allowing
passant.
en passant.
But now king F. Rook
Nice,
check.
nice.
Rook takes. And
What's just happened? Huh. Well, I guess Nakamura can at least distract us and get the H pawn. But
He's played very well. I mean, I think you just push the A pawn down the board, pick up the H pawn or the E pawn, and the king is in the right position.
is there a check in the position?
Fabiano
No.
almost flagged 1 second. Oh, man. No.
okay, there we go.
He almost flagged, and then he's
Yes.
like, that's it.
Whoa, a draw, a dramatic draw.
But yes, Fabiano did almost flag. I mean, that's a problem.
He
Nakamura's
smiled
just
right after
so
the game.
much faster.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no,
So much faster than Fabiano.